Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn August 30th, 2024. Mercury began its retrograde on the 5th in your sign. Today, it turns direct in the sign behind yours, and over the coming days and weeks, communication problems will tend to blow over. Delays will lift, or new information will come to light that clarifies your next steps. You're less likely to brood or feel as if you're in limbo. Take this transition slowly, however, not only because Mercury stations should always work this way, but also because Venus opposes Neptune today. Further, Mercury is still in the sign behind yours, and there is much more to the story that will unfold in the weeks ahead. Soon enough, you'll have a stronger sense of how to deal with troubling issues from the past. Today, do your best not to harp on trivial matters that will likely seem unimportant later. The Venus transit can leave you feeling confused by others and their motives. People in your life, or merely the thought of a relationship situation, can be draining. Take the time to understand yourself, and don't confuse others' needs with your own as much as possible. You'll enjoy more peace of mind if you keep things moderate today. After weeks of back and forth, Mercury retrograde is officially over as of today. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger of the mind and communication, has awoken from within the depths of your solar house of privacy, seclusion, and the unconscious. He will remain here until September. Prepare for your intuition to be fired up, as you'll be downloading many messages from the universe. Pay attention to synchronicities and dreams, especially when it comes to messages about your personal or romantic life. If you sense something is off, you're probably onto something, picking up transmissions that operate on an entirely mystical wavelength. Listen. You know what to do. The recent cosmic energy has given you food for thought. You may have come to a decision by the time Venus in your sign opposes Neptune retrograde in Pisces and Mercury stations direct in Leo today. It might not be an easy decision since it could impact your professional commitments. However, you have the peace of mind to know that you are doing the right thing. Do not be afraid to distance yourself from co-workers, commitments, and more that do not add value to your career path. There is a skip in your step today. You have felt the struggle of the last few days, and it is a relief to relax and reflect on what you learned. You have brought the life of the body into focus, and you may want to open up to something new as a complement. Aromatherapy is an ancient and subtle practice. Many alternative markets carry aromatherapy materials. The essences of nasturtium, iris, and tansy can help you break through fixed attitudes and behavior patterns. Today's vibrations will make you emotive. You'll probably have to be on your tiptoes. Professionally, you will need to discuss, question, and tighten your close relationships because if you don't, tensions will arise. This isn't the day to be in the spotlight but rather to stay in the background and try to find harmony. Sentimentally, you will go through some highs and lows, but your relationships will be freer with no effort on your part. Today, you may receive mixed messages, but what seems like your biggest challenge could actually be the key to managing everything. As we reach the heart of the workweek, progress is evident in your income, work, and career sectors, especially as Mars intensifies his efforts during his final days in your career sector. Simultaneously, with the onset of your birthday month, there is an increase in energy on the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life. However, Mercury's last full day in retrograde motion within a nostalgic part of your chart demands that you slow down and take a step back. 2 days before she is due to leave Virgo, Venus, the planet of love is not only separating from a friendly aspect to Uranus in an adventurous part of your chart that peaked yesterday, but the Sun is drawing closer to a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres, in her early days in direct motion in your romantic sector. In the final days of Venus' mission to update your heart's desires and expectations for the coming year, this is giving the spirit of romance and adventure a serious boost. Our eyes in the sky. Today, as you navigate your conversations and interactions, let your instincts guide you. Trust your intuition, that inner compass that always seems to know the right direction, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. You have a solid foundation of common sense and wisdom within you. Use that as your guidepost. When decisions arise, whether big or small, trust that you're in control and capable of making the choices that best serve your well-being. Sometimes, we get caught up in the details, analyzing facts and figures until we're overwhelmed, but remember that those numbers don't always capture the whole story. That's where your gut comes in. It's the quiet voice that aligns you with your true self and steers you toward the right course. Even if today brings heightened sensitivity, don't let that hold you back from expressing your truth. Sensitivity is not a weakness. In fact, it's one of your greatest strengths. It allows you to approach your conversations with empathy, understanding, and emotional sincerity, qualities that others, especially the women in your life, will deeply value. Have you ever noticed how, when you listen with an open heart, people feel safe to share their own truths? Today, your emotional intelligence can help you create an environment of trust and connection. This is your superpower. Use it to influence discussions in a positive, uplifting way. But while you're out there offering your support and guidance, don't forget about yourself. Your own emotional needs deserve just as much attention. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, take a step back and check in with your body. It's amazing how our physical health is so closely tied to our emotional well-being. Have you ever ignored that little twinge of discomfort, only to realize later it was a sign you needed a break? Today, pay attention to those signals, whether it's a tension headache, fatigue, or just a sense of restlessness. Stress can sneak up on us when we're busy taking care of everyone else, so make sure you're also taking care of yourself. The temptation for indulgences may be strong today. You might find yourself drawn to that delicious slice of cake, a spontaneous shopping spree, or even some other guilty pleasures that are hard to resist. And while it's perfectly okay to treat yourself, be mindful of the line between enjoyment and overindulgence. CE. Have you ever given in to a craving, only to feel a bit of regret afterward? Finding that sweet spot of balance, where you can enjoy life's pleasures without going overboard, will help you avoid any lingering feelings of guilt. As you reflect on your emotions and actions, don't be surprised if some inconsistencies bubble up to the surface. That's completely normal. We all have days where we act out of character or feel more emotionally charged than usual. Maybe today is one of those days where you find yourself more bold, daring, or outspoken than expected. And you know what? That's okay. These moments are part of your unique journey. Sometimes showing a different side of yourself can be liberating, even if it catches others off guard. Have you ever had a day where you embraced your spontaneous side, and it led to something exciting or unexpected? Embrace that energy, it's all part of your growth and evolution. However, be mindful of your emotional intensity, especially in conversations. If you feel a bit of verbal sparring coming on, try to keep it light and playful. We've all been in situations where a casual debate turned into something more heated than intended. Remember, it's not about winning or proving a point, it's about communicating with respect and understanding. Have you ever left an argument wishing you'd handled it differently? Avoid that by knowing when to step back, breathe, and choose peace over conflict. There's great strength in being able to walk away from unnecessary drama and prioritize harmony.